Hello, everyone. NecroVMX here, and I got EB Agent J with me.
Hello.
And we're playing Final Fantasy VII. And because you had just stepped away for a moment, and right before we started, because I realized I'm at Fort Condor, and I'm like, is this before or after a Fort Condor battle?
I'm pretty sure it's before.
Yeah.
We didn't have time to.
Yeah, I had to look at the video and see, you know. Do I have money? Let's find out. I got hella bread.
Yes.
Hella bread and 17 cents.
I think that might have been where we left off. You were like grinding a little bit for that last time.
Well, I was selling stuff. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeet. Hey.
Before we started recording, we were talking about Steven Universe
music.
The song I've had stuck in my head since last Monday is "Here Comes a Thought."
Here comes a thought that might alarm you. That's such a good song.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even, like, really integrate it into the show. They just did a music video in the middle of an episode.
And, you know, it was awesome. I mean, obviously, Garnet's got an awesome singing voice. She's played by Estelle, who's, an actual famous singer. Usually more in the UK, but that seems like a big fan of hers.
Yeah, they were talking about fire catapults, so let's get a few of those going.
I was watching last week's Jimquisition, which was about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and just like they did probably the ballsiest thing ever, and that's they went even more insane with the remake.
Pretty much.
And they were like,
I did read about what they did to end it, and
yeah,
because I wanted to know what's different, and I think they found the balance.
At first, Tetsuya Nomura directed it, you could tell, but so that's kind of ballsy because you have to be familiar with Final Fantasy VII and know what they changed. If you're familiar with it, you're probably not going to like it. Personally, they loved it.
I think what they did was a good choice. I don't know if you know about it, so I'm not going to say it.
I don't.
Am I out of money already?
Finish playing a remake before I watch a playthrough. Because I don't have a PS5, obviously.
Yeah. But for those of you who know, you know.
Yes.
This is going to be an interesting one, I think. I have plenty of money, I just don't have, like, the room for everything. I'm going to put repairers on the field in case I need to repair my catapults at any point.
I think part of my problem with this is that it takes such a long time before even the...
Yeah, it does, kind of.
Before you even, like, engage in any kind of fight, you're just sitting there waiting.
I mean, you could speed it up a little bit, but... Hey, look, stoner. Some basic bitch fighters too. I think I have the maximum amount of units. All right. How do I start again? Here we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll let the fire catapults do most of the work here, I think. The ideal would be the fire catapults do the work, supported by the shooters, and then also, like, when the boss comes in, all the other units can rush in and...
Oh god, the gift that Alice just posted.
Manatee, you? Just for those of you watching at home, this is maximum speed.
Yeah. Well, I was just complaining about.
I mean, I could always, speed up. Oh, no, I'm not playing it on an emulator, I can't do that. If it was PlayStation, I could speed it up more, but...
The big comment about their flying type you stoners.
Stoners. Remember that one
Flying type
Simpsons
leap
gag
around.
where Otto's coming out of a pottery store called Stoner's Pot Palace? He's like, man, that is just
Yeah.
flagrant false advertising.
I was thinking of the episode not long ago where they had Otto convinced he killed an entire busload of kids. They were just mannequins. There's something to do with they like misappropriated funds for a computer lab and had to
Yeah.
set up a fake looking computer lab and then get rid of the evidence. Otto was like totally racked with guilt, thinking he killed an entire busload of kids for years.
And they weren't even real.
Or the one where he had his bus driver's license revoked and he went, get it back and heading somewhere where they and
Shit.
themselves. As soon as he mentioned he was doing it despite Homer, they had marked everything correct.
Yeah, because he was living with them for a while.
Yeah, Homer says something that ticked him off before he went get his license back.
Well, I
They
think
were
he
originally gonna
kicked him out of the house.
Yeah, and they were like, failing him until he mentioned that, he was mad at Homer, and then they were marking everything right.
Alright, it's doing the Suikoden 5 thing to me now. Where I'm trying to select these units and it won't let me.
Yeah.
I'm trying to move them down, you know? It's like, no,
Right.
you must look at what we tell you to look at. Oh my god. Oh my god, let me select this guy. Thank you.
The episode where Bart and his friends got the car there, went on a road trip,
That's one of my favorites.
and remember they went to see Naked Lunch when they stepped out, and Elsa was something. I can think of two things wrong with that title.
I don't know if it was The Simpsons, but I seem to remember a joke about something similar to that where it was like, I saw an R-rated movie, but the only person who was naked was Dustin Hoffman. Come on, game. There we go. We don't have a boss yet.
Now I'm thinking of the topless scene
shit.
from the movie last night.
That movie was not as good as I was hoping it was going to be.
Aggressively topless. Which
Yeah.
is what Alice changed her name to.
I
on the
saw
server.
that.
It's honestly the best part of it, the part that made me actually laugh, is at the end every time, Dante's cousin there tries to talk and the other guy just starts laying in on him no matter what he says,
Yeah.
pinning it so he's some type of bigot.
Like, this guy's homophobic. And he's like, what?
Yeah.
No! I love gay people. Well, I mean, not like that, but...
So you don't like fat people either. This is not like aggressive.
Yeah.
That.
Like, why? 'Cause he's fat?
That poor guy couldn't say anything without him getting laid into.
It do be like that sometimes. But I found out something rather disturbing, well, at least disturbing to me, was... Because, alright, I like Kevin Smith in as far as I liked Clerks and Clerks 2. And I haven't seen Clerks 3 yet, but I want to. But most of his other movies, I think, suck. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they just suck. And, I was wondering, because from what I understand about Clerks 3 is that he's never going to do another one. It's just impossible. So I'm like, well, what is he doing next? And I looked into what the title of his next movie is, and it's called Twilight of the Mallrats. And I'm like, no, it doesn't need a sequel. It was so bad.
The thing that got me the most about Mallrats is, the guy's trying to get his girlfriend back, They set up this whole big thing so he can get on there and try to put her back. It was he just starts laying in on her.
Yeah, and she
And it
took him
worked.
back. I even said, you know, like at the beginning, I said if he gets her back, I'm gonna riot.
But he learned one lesson and got her back, you're gonna riot. He didn't even learn that.
Like he got her back by being the same exact person that he's been.
Yeah, just he happened to say the words, "Will you marry me?"
That's not what I meant to do, but okay. Okay. The boss has appeared, so I'd like to make a rush for it, but I gotta clear our way.
I told you that they only did Court Street because Kevin Smith promised Jason Mewes if he could stay clean, he'd do another one.
I think that's wholesome, though. Like, good for
Yeah.
Jason Mewes, right?
Yeah. Well, think about it, because Kevin Smith was so loyal to Jason Mewes as a friend that it actually ended his marriage because he insisted on moving him in while he got clean. And he
Yeah.
obviously failed to a few times.
Well, it's not the easiest thing in the world to do, you know?
Right. I guess his wife left him over it eventually.
You can't blame her, really, right? I mean,
No.
it's just, you know, not everybody's equipped to deal with that kind of thing.
Especially since at the time they had, you know, younger kids and stuff. I feel so old knowing that his daughter's in her 20s now, his oldest one.
I know, right?
She appears in Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back as a baby.
Isn't her name like Harley Quinn or something?
Yeah. Named after the Batman character, obviously. No, he has at least one other kid. I want to say she's a girl too, but I don't know.
I know he has 2 daughters, but Harley Quinn's the one that's like famous.
Yeah, she's an actress in her own right, so. Well, he only has the one daughter,
No.
Harley Quinn Smith.
Alright,
I
looks like I've
mentioned
pretty
that.
much rocked this one, huh?
Yeah.
Just waiting for this one beast to go away.
I
Is
met
this guy
Captain
not attacking?
Con. I was actually like manic because I just started a new medication and it was messing with my head. So I just talked to him and I was, you know, pretty sure he could tell that there was something off about me. I think he probably thought I was on something. I was talking to Captain Joint and he said that he did the comic books for
Yeah.
the universe, but he had to stress that they're only the ones that appear in the movies because there are official
Yeah.
comics you can buy.
Alright, well this should be pretty cut and dry, really. Especially since I can continually just I can even put a fire catapult here to fire on him.
That big guy in the nards.
Wolfman's got nards.
Man, I haven't heard nards since like the 90s.
That's the only time anybody ever said nards.
Yeah.
Got it. Ba 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 ba.
Thinking that video I'm editing, if there's like another lull where I don't have to put any images in, I might throw in one or more goth and put down one.
Hey, there you go. Phew, that was good. But Shinra's troops will be back. Be sure and scout the area well. We don't know when they'll attack again. Oh, but I do. Oh, hold on a second. Sorry, I'm just moving things around here. Guess we're gonna head back to Cosmo Cannon. Alright. Now let's see what I'll get. Mega Elixir? Tits.
Can we finish up in Cosmo Canyon? Because we did all the stuff with
Yeah,
Naki's father.
but I gotta go like beyond it.
Oh, right. Or, in a while.
Yeah. Now that the buggy is fixed and all that. Thankfully, I managed to not break it until after I did the Fort Condor thing that And then I had to come back again, and Fox Hunter is a big pain in the ass, but it is fun.
The only thing that I've seen people that they're really somebody actually really complained about for Rebirth is, I guess they changed it a lot.
You mean
Now
for they changed what?
It changed Sid.
Oh,
A
really?
lot.
I
So
hadn't
that
heard anything about him.
doesn't have any like the anger or bitterness that he has in the original.
I don't think he was angry and bitter. I think he was just jaded.
Well, definitely bitter because he was so
Yeah.
close to getting his dream, and then they
Yeah.
kind of scrubbed the mission, and they
But
told him that they weren't going to do it again.
But he wasn't like Barrett angry. He was just like, I'm so done with this.
Yeah. I guess he was like downright cheerful. And swears all the time. Which I can kind of see that, because like most of his, lightning rod for his anger was a woman who honestly was just helping him. He didn't even see it. till
Dudes will
later.
do that instead of going to therapy, right?
Yeah.
This guy at the gate's got to be like you again? You put my
Yeah.
kids through college.
If you keep paying me, I'll keep looking away.
Yeah, 10 gil at a time, right?
Yeah.
That's like, there was this, we were just talking about The Simpsons, and here I'm bringing it back again. There was this Simpsons where they were at like a cemetery, and Homer had mentioned about how he wanted a hot dog, and like a hot dog
Yeah.
vendor just appears.
He like
And-
appears it a few
Damn
times.
it! I hate that when I do that shit. Now I have to pay him 10 more gil. And Marge calls him out like, what are you, following my husband around? And he says, lady, he's putting my kids through college.
Yeah.
Which I guess suggests that Homer spends enough money on hot dogs where if he stopped, he could put his own kids through college.
Yeah, that is
if they
true,
were old
though.
enough, you know.
I think at one point they mentioned that the only college fund they have is for Lisa, and it's like $30.
Yeah, but you gotta figure that Lisa would get a scholarship, right?
Yeah.
Bart probably doesn't want to go to college. He probably would wind up in like trade school somewhere. So the one they should have a college fund is Maggie.
Yeah, which there's always been implications that she's really smart too.
Yeah, in the because you know how they used to always do those episodes that were in the future, but each one was kind of different.
Yeah.
But apparently now they do have like an ongoing future continuity that is like considered canon, because they did one that was supposed to be like the last episode of The Simpsons because they thought the show was ending, and it took place in the future and showed where they all wound up. But since the show continued, and will probably always continue because what the fuck, they've come back to that a few times, to show what the future versions are up to. And I think Maggie's like a rock star.
Yeah, usually in the future ones, Maggie's some kind of creative.
Yeah, she was a rock star, and I think Lisa was like a scientist, and Bart was just like a single dad, you know?
Yeah. So they're always looking for excuses to have Maggie not talk in the future.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, oh, she has laryngitis, or people keep interrupting her.
Yeah.
But they kept making references to how she's actually a motor mouth and never shuts the fuck up.
Yeah, like, there was one point in one of the episodes where she's on the phone, and it's like, Maggie, she doesn't, never stops talking.
Yeah.
Then they'll cut to her, like, on the other end of the phone, and she's not even saying anything.
Yeah. There was a whole thing with Lisa's daughter being addicted to not AI, we call it VR, and
Yeah.
it was sort of like, I think, a spoof of like Ready Player One, but good. So I never read that book, but I did see the movie, and I remember thinking that was the most enjoyable bad movie I've ever seen.
The book is more bad.
Yeah, from people that I know that have read it. Well, I know Jesse liked it, but Jesse really doesn't read books anyway, so it's like, the fact that he read a book is like, hey, you read a book, you know?
Brandon read that and Player 2 as well. I remember mentioning that I'd just seen, a video review on Ready Player 2, and apparently it's god awful.
I've seen excerpts from Ready Player 2, and I'm just thinking, like, it's gotta be a joke, right?
Yeah. There's part that I remember vividly is they go to this place and they said they have to confront the 7 princes, and they literally made the artist prince in 7 different eras of his career.
I mean, that's like kind of funny, but in like a Simpsons cutaway gag kind of funny, not like an actual plot point.
The reviewer I was listening to, going over it, he admitted he's not the biggest Prince fan, so, they're doing all this stuff, and, if you're the target age range for that book, you're probably not going to know any of this stuff about Prince.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm, older than that, and I don't even know any of these references.
Yuffie leveled up. I guess not only do you have to be in the age range, but you have to be a fan.
Yeah.
Shoot, what was I going to say?
Also, like, the main character kid was just a horrible person now, even his girlfriend left him. So.
Oh, do you ever see Lethal Weapon 4?
No.
There was a whole thing, because the bad guys in Lethal Weapon 4 are like Chinese mobsters. And, there's this whole thing where they mentioned something, the main villain was Jet Li. And he said something about our forefathers. And they couldn't figure out what the hell he meant by that, but it turns out that they took the translator to literally, or not literally enough, that it was not forefathers like ancestors, but forefathers, referring to 4 elders of the triad. And it was just these 4 old dudes that were like the head of the mob that he was trying to assassinate.
I remember one of the things, it's probably like one of the only times I butted heads with Brandon, which I mentioned that was just before Ready Player 2 came out. I'm like, they've already released like a little teaser of it, like the first chapter. He goes, I'm not going to read that because I don't want to be spoiled. And I'm like, first chapter.
Hey, wait, what was that last part? I didn't quite...
It's like, it's the first chapter. He was like, I don't want to be spoiled.
Well, some people were like that, where they don't want, like, anything.
Well, Morris was definitely like that. She wouldn't even watch, like, the preview of the next episode if she watched the show. She considered anything a spoiler.
Like, there was that one... I'm not going to put anyone on blast here, so I'm not naming names, but there was that one Twitch streamer that I used to follow, rated her a few times, and then I unfollowed her. So I think you mentioned once that she was online, and I was like, oh, because I couldn't find anybody online. And I was like, no, I unfollowed that person. I don't think I ever explained it. So let me explain it real quick, without putting anyone on blast. That person was playing Dragon Quest, the original, on NES. And tried to fight the last boss, and lost. And they have like a very strict, like, no backseating, no helping, no spoilers rule. And apparently that extends to me saying, you'll get it next time, that was just bad luck. So one of the mods timed me out for saying that, and I was like, well, not coming back here.
Yeah.
Like, isn't that a bit aggressive? Like, I'm just being encouraging, saying, you'll get it next time, That was just bad luck. Because she didn't do anything wrong in the battle, she just got hit by a critical hits. It happens. But apparently that's bad.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, if your mod... She's fine, I got no issues with her, but if her mods are like that, then they can fuck all the way off.
I mean, I told you that I've, stopped supporting creators because their mods was
Yep.
awful.
Quite a few times that's happened.
Twice.
Only twice?
Yeah.
You know what? It might have been somebody else that also had, like, a similar issue than conflating with you. Ugh. So we're going to Nibble next, right? Well, Nibelheim. We're in the Nibble area. We're going to nibble on somebody. Nibble on these nuts!
For some reason, I was, looking at a list of creepy moments and, not scary games, and they said returning to Nibelheim after, the flashbacks. They said there's just
Hey,
something so uncanny about, they managed to rebuild everything and act like nothing happened.
It was hard for me to see my dot on the map. I'm slightly south of it.
Yeah.
I mean, I could make it bigger somehow. There's a button for that. Oh, that's way too big. Never mind. It's like out here. Here we are.
Yeah, Mars, she didn't want to know what the next episode was about. She didn't want to know what the title was, anything. If a commercial started to come on, she changed the channel.
I understand that to a certain extent. To a certain extent.
Yeah. What? This was all burnt down, wasn't it? I thought so. And why, my house is still here too.
Build back better. What the?
I'm not lying. I mean, Tifa seems pretty upset too. I remember the intense heat of the flames. And, you know, like I said, Tifa's right there. She remembers it happening that way
Yeah,
too.
she was there for it. Cloud
She
was there
seemed
for it.
pretty upset here too.
Yeah.
So.
Cloud was there for it, but not in the role that he thought he
Yeah.
was. Okay.
I was thinking earlier, it took me like years to realize the reason why Sephiroth was able to get, you know, a little bit of control over Cloud is he's somewhat like one of the clones.
Yeah.
And, you know, obviously, he can take over any of the clones that he wants to and essentially, you know, project himself onto them, and that's him. Which is how he.
Where's that
That's how
dude? Maybe he's downstairs and I didn't see him.
Well, if you mean the guy in the cloak, he was down there.
The what?
The guy in the cloak. He was back there.
Oh my god, he blends in with the floor so
Yeah.
good I didn't see him.
Man in black cape. Millhouse, not me. He has a tattoo number 6. He has something.
I just pickpocketed a Luxorus off this guy. Oh, that's right. Must go to reunion.
Is that what the last part of the remake's gonna be called?
You think Final Fantasy VII Reunion?
Yeah.
That could be good. I mean, they got the R thing: remake, rebirth, reunion. Why not?
Yeah.
There it is. I'm gonna give this to Yuffie.
He peaked in high school, so this guy goes to high school reunion.
Oh no. Oh.
I'm not supposed to play Stardew Valley. It's like, we're gonna hit on the guy who peaked in high school sad, not the guy that peaked in high school funny.
Yeah.
Has a tattoo of the number 12. Yeah, something. Keep robbing all these.
Can you hear the voice of Sephiroth? Sephiroth! Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
It's like you find out, you know, the real Sephiroth is still frozen and asleep and stuff. He just is able to take over any of these clones.
There's Cloud's house.
That's not Cloud's mom. Yeah.
What, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is it?
Want to hear your story? I lived in this house until I was 14. No, but this town was burned down. Or burned down.
You're sick saying such things. Get out of here, you piece of garbage.
You even got our furniture.
Go back to Staten Island. Tifa was literally the girl next door. Must get it and bring to Sephiroth. Then become one with Sephiroth.
This guy's number 5.
You are number 6. Oh man.
He's got nothing, so he
Yeah.
did do us.
This guy has something though.
He has no tattoo of number 11.
Got me a turbo ether. Must go. Reunion. That moment of anticipation.
One thing I know is that apparently in Rebirth, the safe combination is still the same as the original game.
That's funny.
Tattoo number 4.
Platinum Fist. Where are you? Great. Sephiroth.
Yeah, last week instead of alternating videos, I just did NPCs for the whole day.
Yeah, I know your eyes have not been doing well.
Yeah, it's usually... Like this week, I didn't take Humera yet, so... I don't take it till next week, so my eyes aren't watery, but one of them might be infected, so...
You gotta read it.
Oh. But I definitely remember playing the piano then, so why wasn't it burned down? Like, they even replicated the, you know, interior furnishings. I'll go for it. Place the piano. How did this go? I remember.
Oh man, it's gonna be different than the buttons though, because it was like.
Play those two noses white. Is that the beginning of Black Parade by My Chemical Romance?
Nah. I know you can get like money, but it's only 1 gil, so fuck it.
Yeah.
Fuck it. We gotta end the video here though. So we'll see you guys real soon with more Final Fantasy VII.
See ya.